I'm Aisha. I'm Jasmine.
And I'm 12.
And we're IJT Productions.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another video from IJT Productions. We are IJT Productions and this is IJT Presents. And today we are talking, it's getting hot outside. I heard the weather talking nice. You know what I'm saying? 80 degrees is on the horizons, and 70 degrees and 65 and some good weather. So we want to talk about summertime, right? But we want to talk about a specific thing about summertime. New York City summertimes in the 2000s/90s. So I'm gonna pass this to Aisha because I want to know. Tell me about the summers. Like, what was the vibes like in the summers? Because people don't understand New York summers is top two, not two. You had to be there. So tell the people about those summertimes. Like, let's talk about it.
All right. So if we start talking about the 90s, I have a peculiar eye because I grew up in Brownsville in the projects. In Brownsville Day just makes me think of summertime. It was the buildup for it. So I missed hearing like in the summertime, Juvenile, Genuine, So Anxious. We had a candy man who had a little shopping cart with all the candy if you didn't want to go to the store. Chasing the ice cream truck down as a kid. But that's just Brooklyn. You either go to the handball court, basketball court, whatever, double dutch, scotch, jump rope. Nobody wanted any smoke with anything, hopscotch. I don't even think kids do that nowadays. But I missed all that, dancing outside. Of course, you had to come home when the lights came on, whatever. But once I got a beeper, well, you couldn't tell me nothing. But I had to use a payphone. I don't even think we have payphones anymore. To call and be like, "Mom, I was running late. I was at Bristol Park or whatever. I'm running home now." Which, if people know Brownsville, Bristol was like only 2 blocks away from Brownsville houses, so there was no reason why I could have just ran home and made it. But anyway, once you got a Metro card. You got to Manhattan, you could go to Coney Island, you go to the beach, you go to Times Square if you really thought you was doing something. It's just, it was great to have your friends there, getting your hair braided outside. Like, I'm not trying to give everything away because I know people share certain things, but just from my experience, I really enjoyed summertime. And once you ain't had no summer school, oh, I know people had camp. I was never a camp kid, but I'm gonna just leave it at that. But I really enjoyed Brooklyn summers, Manhattan summers. Anywhere when I got that Metro card, I was outside. We didn't touch the Bronx. It was like the Pride Land in the Lion King, but it was still good. So I'm gonna pass that to Jasmine because Jasmine's also in Brownsville, but she was on the few blocks over from me. So what was that like for you, Jazz?
Oh, the block parties. Loved it. And I used to dance in the block parties. Like, I was a dancer. Yes, I was doing my dances, because all the dancers would come out and have their outfits. I had my outfit, have my hair ready, my makeup. Like, matter of fact, I don't think I had makeup. Well, I had lipstick. My aunt would put lipstick on me. But sideburns used to be the thing back in the 90s with the baby hair. So I had my sideburns was lit, okay? Like, it was lit. What else? Oh, the 25-cent juices. Okay, like everybody had a 25-cent juice when it was summertime. So I had to go to the store and get mine. Let's see. Each mentioned everything too, like staying outside until like the break of dawn. Like that was the thing. That was the thing, staying outside to the break of dawn. So that was I'm so sorry. So that was funny. And
what kind of drink is that?
Okay, Makai, please. That's why I'm sick. You're not supposed to drink off of me. Yeah, you can't quarantine in this place. But anyway, but I enjoyed that. I also enjoyed doing hair. Now, sewing was beginning to become very popular back in the 90s, especially with the curly hair. So this is how I got my love for doing hair, actually. was doing the girls' hair outside braided and sewing. So this is how I learned how to sew weave. Okay, I put it out there. This is how I learned. So this is how and then also what else we did? We used to jump double dutch all day too. Jump rope, ask the cable guy for some wires, like, mister, we need our wires. He will cut it for us. Like, thank you, shout out to y'all, because y'all used to give us our double dutch. But that's pretty much it. Like, you know, besides what each year, people used to like be outside a lot more. I remember people being outside on the block and all the kids playing. Now I don't see that too much anymore. So that was the 90s, like, so, yeah, that was the 90s, like, here in New York City. It was fun.
All right, so y'all ain't gonna pass it. I just gotta take. I gotta just take the ball. And just,
Oh, yeah.
no,
What was it like for you? I mean, was you up here in New York City? Or you were in Florida?
So here's the thing. I'm a well-traveled New Yorker, right? So I was born in Brooklyn. I lived in Queens for a period of time, and I also lived in Staten Island for a period of time. So I got the juice from all the boroughs, right? So I remember like the last day of school, right? Like I used to be so hyped for the last day of school because I knew like I'm outside. Like I'm outside from now until beyond. So I remember as a kid, we used to get up early in the morning and we would just be outside all day long. Like I said, you had to be there. Like I didn't grow up, I didn't live in the projects, but I lived in the house. So we had a stoop. The stoop vibes in New York, legendary. We used to sit on the stoop, eat our sunflower seeds, drink our quarter waters, you know what I'm saying, have our beef patty, the Laffy Taffies, the jawbreakers, you know, all of that stuff, the 50-cent sodas. Like we used to, I don't know how we survived, by the way. I don't know how we survived eating that stuff. Now that I think about it, like if you had a dollar, if you just had $1, you could get yourself a quarter juice, get you a bag of chips, get you some sunflower seeds, and you could get you some 5-cent candies. So you can either get the peanut chews or the Laffy Taffy or the jawbreakers, whatever floats your boat. That's just with $1. So now if you had $5, now you was really showing out, because now you could get a roll, right? Get a roll, honey turkey, American cheese, lettuce and tomatoes, a little salt, pepper, vinegar. You know what I'm saying? Get you a bag. You gotta have a bag of chips. You gotta have a bag of chips with that. Then you gotta have a 50-cent soda. So the summers was legendary. I remember we would just be outside and we would just be out all day. And I remember when we come back in the house, my mother used to be like, y'all smell like outside. And she'd be like, y'all outside getting black. Because we used to just do stuff outside. Like we didn't have a plan. We would just link up at the park, or we would meet up on the stoop, or just meet up at the block if it's a block party. And we just would vibe. And I never forget, like growing up in Queens specifically, when I used to live in Queens, on the block we lived on, they had the fire hydrants. So when they turned the fire hydrants on, yo, like you would have thought we was at Six Flags, like, you know. So like growing up in the city, the ghetto, or whatever the case you want to call it, like we made fun out of just the little things. Like we'll play manhunt all day. We'll play tag. You know what I'm saying? We'll play all types of we'll just start making games up. Like we'll just start making games up. But like Aisha was saying, when you got that Metro card, that's when life got different. When I started leaving the borough, when I started leaving Staten Island and going to Manhattan, started visiting people in Brooklyn, you couldn't tell me nothing. So these kids these days, like I kind of feel bad for them, because I feel like they don't get to experience like them falls. Like I wish I could show y'all all the scrapes from falling off of bikes and scooters and all of the nonsense we was doing. But New York City summers like was so fun. Like I said, you had to be there. And like 2004, I'm gonna take y'all back. 2004, you got the name belt, you know what I'm saying? You got the super big t-shirt on, you know what I'm saying? The big t-shirt, you feel what I'm saying? You got the baggy shorts. you got the socks all the way up to your calf. You feel what I'm saying? And you was just having a good time. Like we was having a good time, just like the local friends in the neighborhood, or you made friends in the summertime, or your classmates. I got to spend more time with them outside of school settings. So yeah, and of course, you had the stuff you had to watch out for. You had to watch out for the shootings. You know what I'm saying? Because summertime New York, the shootouts be real. But as a kid, I just remember just roaming the streets without a care. Like it wasn't too much to worry about. We was able to go, of course we had our little flip phone. So we, call my mom like, oh, we going here. You better be home at 9, and then 8:30 come. Oh, can I spend the night at such and such? Like we used to do stuff like that. But like I got to taste a little bit of different experiences. So like when I grew up in Staten Island, it was different. But like when I used to go visit my dad in East New York and Brooklyn, I got that experience. And then I lived in Queens for a period. So overall, just New York City summers is just a vibe. Like when at least when I grew up. I don't know how they are now. You know what I'm saying? But at least when I grew up, there was a whole vibe. Like top two, not two. But you had to be there. If you was there, you understand what that dollar could do for you. You understand what that dollar could do for you. Like I could just taste some sunflower seeds right now. You know what I'm saying? Like the sunflower seeds, the quarter water, the chips, and the candy. I don't know how we hit. Our grandmothers was praying for us, so shout out to them, because we're not supposed to be here right now. So yeah. So y'all want to add anything else about the summertime?
There was a part where you was talking about the stoop. So like in the project, all the buildings face each other. So pretty much everybody had a stoop, but you sitting in front of your building talking. So you would see like the old people outside watching their kids or whatever. And then they had the sprinklers or the basketball court on. And when Brownsville had that basketball court in the middle, I was minding my business. I wasn't even thinking about little boys back then. But when I was in elementary school, when we saw the high school guys playing ball, it was different. I knew instantly. I was like, I have a type, and it's a black man, and it's 6 feet, and they play ball. But that was unmatched. I know as a little girl too, we used to have like our outfits used to be like either the dresses matched the leggings, or we had lollipops in our hair, like the watermelon lollipops that were shaped like all different colors. They had the pink one, the green ones, the blue ones. If you was a Spice Girl, you had those. Like we had stickers to go with that. I'm just thinking about it. Them juices, when you was talking about the whole dollar, that was really the epitome of a dollar menu, 12. Because you got your beverage, then you got your chip, which was like your fries. And then when they had the hamburger candy.
The hamburger was like, yo, them hamburger candies was so good. Yo,
buy a whole bunch of them. Like that was it. Like you had your whole
like
bill at the store.
It was 5 cents, right? Like I think it was 5 cents for them joints.
Yeah, you get 5 for a quarter. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, each piece came like the bread came off.
Came apart. Everybody always fought for the pickles. It was a mess. But it was also too like we had this lip gloss. Like I want to talk about this lip gloss. It looked like you was just eating like chicken wings from the Chinese restaurant. But everybody had like this roll-on lip gloss you got from the beauty supply store. You would talk about Lil Mama had lip gloss was popping before that. No, before MAC, we had that little $1 or less 25-cent lip gloss with different colors. They had like blueberry, strawberry, all this. With our lips, and we was popping.
Yeah.
What about the jelly shoes?
The jelly shoe. Oh my gosh.
I was just about to say, y'all remember the Chinese slippers?
Yeah, I had Chinese slippers. Yes, I did.
I had both. I had the Chinese slippers. I had the jellies, and when you had them in different colors, that's it. You was the stuff. So I had my colors. Like people was like, "Wow, you always got the jellies." I'm like, "Yes."
So did y'all play like I know like the boys and girls used to play games. So we used to play booty tag. That was our thing, right? So y'all never play. You
can't play booty tag because somebody got a brother or a sister. So the fights were real.
Oh, so we
because all it took was somebody saying, I'm gonna go get my brother and sister, and you was done.
Yeah.
So
now we
fight.
Yeah, huh. We definitely did.
Manhunt, yes. I did play Manhunt. I forgot I was a little tomboy at one point. So Manhunt, we used to play football, we used to play freeze tag, Mother May I, Duck Duck Goose. It was lit.
All that stuff. And I used to have the kids come to my house because I had a basketball court in the backyard. That was a wrap. Like everybody would come over and play basketball with me, forget the park.
Everybody used to come to my stoop. Me and my sister, she a year older than me. So all her friends would come over, and then like I would be trying to hit on her friends. They wasn't giving me no play.
Of course you were, 12.
But
of course you were.
they wasn't giving me no vibes. And then my friends like my sister, so like they always like, yo, hook me up with just, that whole thing. But we just used to have a blast on the stoop, and we had a little stereo with where you could have the tape and the CD player.
Yeah.
So we listen to Hot 97, and we be having our little parties outside, like dance contest, all that. Like we was really like having a good. We just had a good time, and then we had to grow up, and then life build responsibilities happen. But we don't need to talk about that. But yeah.
It's still some fun things as an adult, like that I probably wouldn't have enjoyed as a kid, like a rooftop.
Yeah, rooftops is it's fun. But because I'm from Staten Island, so like on a hot day, like something I appreciate now is when it's super hot. It's like, let's say it's a heat wave, it's like 80, 85, 90 degrees, and you just get on the ferry and you just sit on the bottom deck, and you kind of sit on the outside, and you just let all that breeze hit you, like all that water hit you. Like that is, that's a vibe. And then the South Street Seaport right in Manhattan, like right near the ferry, that whole vibe. Like when I say everybody and their mother come out, they be having like a DJ come, and it's like a outside party. Almost got shot. Yeah. That's another story. But
I feel like everybody almost got shot at least one time in the summer. If not, you ran. Like you was a part of that situation that happened. But I remember just by you saying that made me think of like in the projects we used to like sneak up and go on the roof and like throw rocks down. And one time we got on the roof, I think it was my building. We the cops was there, and no one to talk about. We booked it from the 6th floor to the front. I don't even know how I got 2 steps, the floors from 5 through 1, but I know we was gone. And cops was like, get off the roof. We was just out. Yeah. But we had some times just by thinking of that. And when you said the heat wave, I immediately thought about the blackout that we had. New York was shut down in that summertime. So it was like flashlight tag in the hallways.
Yeah.
It was good.
Yeah. I was in Queens during that blackout. I was in Queens, and it's so interesting because my original pastor of the church I was going to, that was the same day as his funeral. So we went to the funeral. It was a sad day, everything.
Oh my God.
Home, and we don't have no lights. And we just think, like my mom like yelling at us, like, what y'all did to the lights? And we ain't do nothing to the lights. And it was like a whole blackout. So I ended up going to my godmother's house, and I think everybody else stayed. I was still in Queens, but I think my mother ended up in Brownsville. Funny enough, she ended up going to Tilden with my grandmother. We always just spread out, but we like just moments like that. That's a serious moment. The whole city don't got no power, but we found a way to make fun and have a good time.
The ice was melted that day. I remember that very clearly. Like the ice was melted. Oh my gosh. That's all I remember was the ice melted. I was like, no.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize to all the New York residents. She just made me think of something we did not mention. The ices. Them big at the corner store for
25 cents.
Yeah, the little one was a quarter, but the big one was like 50
cents.
Yo.
That pina colada.
Yeah, I can. Mine was the cherry. I like the cherry drink. The cherry drink.
All of them could get it. Maybe not orange, but all of them could have got it for me. Yeah.
But yeah, them ices that you remember you have to.
And like a little crocodile on it, something like that. Yeah.
Them ices was different, and like when they finished, you trying to get the juice out of it. You try to get that last.
But you got to be careful because the corners of it, some of them were sharp. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. And I became a professional like with opening them ices. I'm elite. Like where some people had to cut it with the scissor. Like that's just you cut it with, you open that thing with your mouth. You're a real New Yorker with your teeth. If you can't open it with your teeth, you're not gonna make it in life. Like but yes, the ices, like, and we did the ice cream truck. We chased the ice cream truck down, but it was always too expensive. It was always too expensive. I used to only get like the ice, the regular ice cream with the spring. Like I ain't really do too much with the ice cream truck. But corner store, I lived at the corner store. That was my thing. The corner store was everything. But yeah. And then like, get the French fries from the Chinese restaurant. The ketchup and hot sauce.
I had to get the barbecue sauce for mine. Okay. The curly fries. That's just how I had the wavy. Our fries are wavy, not curly. But yeah, they were lit. Mm-hmm.
Well, you only could get like 2 chicken wings. You only could get 2 wings. You can't get those. So you just get two wings and French fries. Okay. Man, we had some good times. But how do y'all think the kids now don't embrace the summer? Like I don't feel like kids be as excited as for the summer. Like I'd be like, why do you think it's like that now? Like what happened? What changed?
I want to say social media, but I know they need to do things just for social media. So I'm not sure. Like
I agree with you. Technology, social media, like people only go out to take pictures, right? For that stuff.
Yeah. So how do y'all think the summers would have been if we grew up with social media? if we had like the FaceTime and we had the type of access of the phones now? Because I had a flip phone. I had the little flip joint. You couldn't even text. You only could call people. So how it would have been like growing up in our era with the technology of right now?
I think with tech back then, it would have been a very humbling experience because compared to like where we are now, I feel like the littlest things would have been like, like they got Shake Shack and Chipotle, so they're taking pictures of that. We'd have been taking pictures of like the bodega and like the soda.
Right.
But seeing what your new kicks are like go be in summertime, I don't even know. We probably would have been in the same wave of just like maybe doing things less because now your attention span is focused on this technology thing. But yeah, that's one thing I think of. I'm trying to compare it to like how would I've been back then as a kid. That's what I was exposed to because like we're in the era where social media was like it wasn't around for a while until like what we had AIM maybe, I don't know at this time.
And then I think the first
chats like the Yahoo chat, everybody like that.
I think the first social media unofficially was this thing called Skonex. I don't know if y'all remember.
I was on Skonex.
Okay. But I think that was only for like students or something
High
like
school. That.
Yeah. And then it went to like MySpace, and then you know what I'm saying. And then here we are now. But yeah, shout out. Wait, what happened? You got a memory?
Because Skonex was like Skonex. I feel like it only lasted for like a grade, like maybe half a semester, and it was gone. Like once Tom came out with MySpace, he was everybody's friend. He was in everybody's top. It was over, but I could see I saw the potential in Skonex, and then MySpace came out of nowhere. Like I want that. So yeah, funny.
And having those top 10, top 20 friends, and then people was like, "How come I'm not in your top 20? I be supporting you." Like all this stuff. I was like, "Oh,
right." It was a fight.
Right. Yeah. Those was. I guess that was like the birth of social media to where it is now, because it's like we have access. Like social media used to just be access for us to like connect with our actual friends that we know. Right. Social media now you can connect with people that you don't even know, never met, probably will never meet, but you can have a whole relationship with them just because of the technology. So I think that's the biggest difference. But I kind of feel like to go back to the question, in my opinion, I think because of the technology and because like you can literally talk to people via your phone, like you don't have to go outside. We had to go outside. Like we had to actually go outside and interact with people. You don't necessarily, you could just post those.
And remember people's numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was important.
I would remember everybody's number, but I don't know. Lord.
Yeah, I still remember my old house number.
Yeah.
That was it. And my mom's cell phone number, the old one. Other than that, I can't give it to you.
Yeah. We grew up knowing phone numbers and how to like actually get to places. Now I don't know how to get nowhere. I just put everything right in my GPS. I just I don't even like my father.
Wait, no,
like,
I want to say that 12, but I also feel like when we were trying to go places like in Manhattan, there was like MapQuest or something, or like Hopstop.
Hopstop was a vibe. And then MTA had like this bus time thing I used to use to get the buses. But yeah, like Hopstop, that's how I actually learned how to travel on the train. That right there. And I used to actually print it out. I used to get the directions, print it out, and literally be following.
And that's how people knew, like, we don't know where we was going.
And you know, it's so funny. Like back then, when I first started taking the train, I only took local trains. So when I used to take the ferry to go to Brooklyn, I'll take the ferry and I'll take the train from Manhattan going to Brooklyn. I'll take the R train all the way to Court Street, right? To go to East New York to transfer to the 3. I didn't know you could just jump on the 4 and go right but when MapQuest taught me the old fashioned way, you get on the R, get off at Court Street, walk all the way through the loop, go get on the 3, go get off at New Lights, and then get on the M whatever bus that I think it's the M, I don't know what bus it is, the B6, get on that. Like I used to literally follow that, and somebody was like, "You could just take the 4." I'm like, "I'm not taking that. I don't trust that." It's like, it's faster. I'm like, "Nah, I like this way." But now I take the express train any day. But back then, that used to terrify me, like the express train. Like, what's that?
Yeah, that's true. Yep.
But yeah.
Oh man, good times.
Yeah, good times. Jazz, you want to add anything?
No, I'm just remembering the good times, but now we gotta make this New York City summer lit now. Like we gotta go back to the old ways by playing tag, hide and seek. You know, just give it one more shot. We were 30s. Let's just do it one more time.
Okay, I know we did. We played Double Dutch last year. Okay,
we didn't play tag though.
Nah.
Yeah. We ain't play tag because y'all don't want no smoke. But yeah, we're gonna end the video here.
Wow. Okay. My knees may not be it, but with red light, green light, 1, 2, 3, y'all definitely don't want that. But I heard you.
So if you are a fellow New Yorker, or you know, even if you're not from New York, let's talk about the summer times back in the 2000s and the 90s when you were coming up. And even if you're old school, tell us about the 80s, tell us about the 60s and 70s, tell us about the summer times and how different it was then versus where we are now with social media and the technologies. And tell your kids to go outside. They need to go outside. They got games. They don't know how to ride bikes. They don't know how to talk to girls. They don't know how to talk to boys. They don't know how to socialize. Kids need to go back outside. They need to fall on they scrape their knees up and go play basketball, play 2-hand touch, play flag football, play with the Frisbee, do something. Get out the house. All right. So we are IJT Productions. We will see you in the next video. Do us a favor, like, don't subscribe to the channel, and meet us in the comments. Let's talk. See y'all next video.
We outside.
Thank you so much for watching. Please share, subscribe, and like, comment. We appreciate you all, and thank you all for watching.